Hey friends, you're watching BrainStorm Acres. I'm Henry.
And I'm Irene.
We've been promising for several weeks to tell you about something we just have on the homestead.
This is something we've been wanting to buy for a long time. We've been saving our pennies, and it was a matter of finding a good deal.
So we'll see what it is. Now this tractor is at least 35 years old. It's obviously used. It's a very simple machine, but it has a glow plug. And you have to go ahead and turn the key to get the glow plug to start heating up the cylinder. That seems like a pretty simple thing to get all excited about, doesn't it?
No. When the alternative is using a wheelbarrow and a shovel, this seems like a pretty darn good investment to me. I mean, we've wanted one for a really long time. One of the problems with tractors is they retain their value. So whereas a car that's 35 years old, unless it's considered to be a classic, is generally considered to be a Yugo or some other kind of hunk of junk, you know, that you can't give away unless you're taking it to the scrapyard, then they'll give you $25 for it. But tractors are not that way. They have the ability to be rebuilt again and again and again. And we've been trying to get a tractor for quite a few number of years. We tried to get one when we first moved out here. We actually have several pieces of heavy equipment.
Yeah, so now what we have is we have a large front end loader which has a bucket that's about almost double this width, so it's almost 8 feet wide and can hold about 2 yards of material.
Right.
That's good for doing really heavy duty stuff here on the homestead. But an awful lot of what we need to do is moving smaller piles of dirt, doing some basic box scraping.
Right. You know, we have an 8-foot wide gate on that side of the yard. So this would be a piece of cake to run into the yard. It would fit between some of the beds, or at least right to the edge of the beds. The point is to work smart, not hard.
And we're too old to work hard anymore.
Well, I will work hard, but I try not to work ridiculously hard so that I'm goofed up for a couple of weeks. And the point is, you know, when you're really young, you think, oh, this is fine. When you're not so young, you think, oh, this is not so fine, that, you know, I'm going to suffer consequences. Or, you know, we always joke among friends our own age that you're now paying for the sins of your youth. You know, and it's not just the alcohol or the this or the that the other did. I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have done that, because now my knees are shot or my back is shot, or, you know, or accidents. I mean, people who were sports people, you know, that ski fall that you had when you were 20 didn't seem like a big deal. You broke a couple of bones. Now that you can tell when the rain's going to come, because every time there's a change in weather, you get aches and pains. We need to make progress still. We have plenty of work to do around here. And like when we go to haul cement blocks from down there's times when if I just need two, I'll grab one in each hand and walk up the hill with it.
And they're pretty darn heavy.
Oh, those are twice the weight of regular cement blocks, because those are the big split face. How much nicer to have you drive this beast down. We throw the blocks in the front, and then you can bring it real close to where you need them. You're not having to still walk 20 feet when you get to the edge of someplace.
Well,
So,
I'm really looking forward to using this. It will make a lot of things, if not simpler, faster.
Yeah, and less physically stressful. You're still going to have to shovel, you're still going to have to move blocks, but to be able to shovel into a bucket instead of into a wheelbarrow and then have to toddle the wheelbarrow 100 yards is a big difference.
Now, one of the other things that we have that goes with this tractor is we have a field mower.
Mm-hmm.
It's a small mower. It's only about 40 inches wide, which is just perfect for this compact tractor. Many people would call it a brush hog.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure that I would go that far, but it will do the job that we need done around the property.
Right. One of the things that we normally work very hard at every year is we keep a safety zone around the house where there's a defensible area. You need to have defensible space around your home, and that means you don't have enough brush or trees or grass that the infrared heat, forget about the flames, the infrared heat is hot enough to make the wood on your fascia boards or the furnishings in your house
Catch
burst
fire.
into flames.
Yep.
It's things like that that will, you know, being able to mow a field that we're trying to get rid of a specific weed in. If you mow it before the weed goes to seed, when it's still young, no biggie. If you wait until late, or you have to pull them by hand, which we have done before.
It's a lot of work.
A few years back, we had a huge infestation of tumbleweeds. And we waited till it was safe to burn, and then we walked down the driveway, we collected all the tumbleweeds, and we did a big burn pile. And we got rid of a huge, now tumbleweeds are an invasive species. There's no natural predators here for them. Nothing wants to eat those darn things.
We're glad that we could actually show you this new addition to our homestead. It's an old new addition.
Yeah.
But it's serviceable. It will do the job. We don't have a lot of really heavy work to do anymore. And if I have heavy work, once I have the other front end loader working again, then I'll use that.
But this is good for a lot of cleanup.
This will help me keep the driveway leveled out, keep the weeds off the sides of the driveway. And as Irene said, we'll be using it to keep the weeds and other things down probably 150 feet away from the house. Thanks very much for watching. We hope this is of interest to you. It's definitely of interest to us.
Definitely.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, because we're going to be using this tractor quite a lot.
Yeah, and I'm sure as we go on, I mean, just the other day he was playing with it a little bit to get used to it, and used it to move a little bit of dirt that would have normally been put into a wheelbarrow.
It's a lot easier and a lot faster.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. We'll talk with you later.
Bye.
Bye.